Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legends Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legends Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League Game of the Week for April 9th of Year 2 of the FSBL, a pair of red-hot teams out of the gate, the Baltimore Orioles. Visit the Boston Red Sox, the Orioles, looking for the sweep here in Boston. The Red Sox won their first 7 games of the season, but the Orioles feeling good about things right now. They're not hitting great in this series, but the pitching has been exceptional. Ned Garver will try to keep that up. 3-2 win in the opener, 1-0 battle yesterday. Pitching kind of did the Orioles in last season, so we'll see how long they can keep this going. On the mound for the Red Sox, John Lester making his second start of the season. No decision in his first outing. Allowed 3 runs over 6. He will face Paul Blair to lead things off for the Orioles. Greatly appreciate you all joining me here. Bernard Strom, how are you, sir? I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope you are. I know you said you were a little bit under the weather after your family trip. I hope you are feeling a bit better, and we'll get to hear your broadcast soon. First pitch from Lester misses down low for ball 1. Change up in there for a called strike. It's an overcast day here in Boston. Fastball up and in. It's 2-1. Red Sox shut out by Nels Potter in yesterday's game. Trying to get themselves back on the winning track. Again, the Sox won their first 7 of the year, sweeping the Mariners in an opening 4-game set and then the Rangers in a 3-game set before this series started. Count is full here as Lester works to Blair. Blair pulls this one down to third base side. Nice job by Collins. Ranging to his right. Long throw to first, and he gets him. Nice play there by Jimmy Collins behind the bag at third for the first out. Here's the Orioles lineup. Blair, Belanger, and Murray. Williams, Neiman, and Machado. Gritch, Randy Milligan gets the start at designated hitter today. And Hank Severide. Milligan punishes left-handed pitching. Here's Mark Belanger. Belanger off to a hot start here in the first week plus. 375 out of the gate. 7 runs batted in. Belanger taking home the American League Gold Glove at shortstop in year 1 of the FSBL. Belanger pulls this one foul. Good to hear that, Bernard. Look forward to hearing you back on the air. Curveball misses down low. It's 1-2. Lester delivers. Fastball misses up and away. Two and two the count. Breaking ball from Lester. Belanger loops this one out in the right center. Long run. It's going to fall in just in front of Mookie Betts. So Belanger drops one into right center there. It's a bloop base hit. 1 away. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray 194 out of the gate. Lester drops a changeup in there for a strike. Homer 5 RBIs. Murray also earned a Gold Glove award last year. A little bit of a surprise. Murray a solid fielder. Not a great first baseman, but a solid one. Throw over there. Belanger gets back. One and one pitch from Lester. Cutter misses down and away. The count goes to 2-1. Todd B has joined us. How are you, sir? Take a little bit of rest from the chores. I got you. My morning is running the errands and doing all the stuff I have to do around the house and taking care of the dog and all that. And then after I'm done with all that stuff, if I have any time left before I've got to start work, That's the time I do this, unless I do it late at night when I get home. But that hasn't been possible the last nights with the New York football teams playing the late games. I've been stuck late at work. Ripped by Murray the other way. That's a base hit in the right. Betts will get that in quickly. Belanger will hold at second. So that one was smashed past a diving Joe Harris. It's an opposite field single for Eddie Murray. And the Orioles have 2 batters on here in the first. That'll bring up Ken Williams. Williams has struggled here early. 129. Fly ball to left center. Williams is ranging. So is Dom DiMaggio. It's going to one-hop the monster out in left center. Belanger had a hold up, and now he's kind of stuck. Throw will go into second. Belanger will come in to score. It's a one-hopper off the wall. RBI double for Ken Williams, and the Orioles are out to a quick 1-0 lead. High arcing shot splits the gap. So Williams doubles, Murray's at third. Here's Bob Neiman, still only 1 out here in the first. Lester scuffling a bit. Fastball misses up high. Hey, Tim, Clee baseball fan is here. How are you, buddy? Yeah, that was a rout, and somehow is going to end up getting dwarfed by the Aaron Rodgers news from the Jets game last night. An unbelievable win for them, but like nobody even cares about that around here today. It's all about the Rodgers injury. 4 plays in and he tears his Achilles. Unbelievable. Fastball. Tries to hold up. Umpire says no. And the count is 1-2. Bob Neiman, red hot out of the gate. He had 5 RBIs in the opening day win over the Yankees. Ground ball to second. Dorr throws to first, but that'll let Murray come in the weekly hit ground ball. And the Orioles take a 2-0 lead here in the top of inning number 1 at Fenway. No options there for Dorr on the weekly hit ground ball. So here's Manny Machado. Machado 303. Home run, 3 RBIs here at the start of the season. Curveball misses down low. Fastball, fly ball to center. DiMaggio ranges over. Puts it away. And the side is retired. Actually, I'm sorry, that's not DiMaggio. That's Jacoby Ellsbury out there. I apologize. DiMaggio plays against lefties. So the Orioles get a 2 spot here in the first. The Red Sox will try to answer that here in the bottom half, and they'll do that against Ned Garver. Garver 0 for 1. He was knocked around pretty well in his first outing against the Yankees. That's the game the Orioles came back to win. Garver allowed 4 runs over 4 innings in that one. So here's Ellsbury. Ellsbury having a good start here. He had a rough year last year, but 290, he's got a pair of home runs already for Boston. Ellsbury at one point last year was demoted down to AAA. Fastball there, called high strike. Pitch from Garver. Ellsbury tries to hold up. Umpire says no. Garver quickly ahead of Ellsbury 0-2. Fastball away. Ellsbury will watch that one. Garver hoping for a chase there. Ellsbury doesn't oblige. Garver into the delivery. There's a shot. Ellsbury hammers this one into the gap. That's way back. It's a one-hopper off the wall, and it goes over the low wall and right here at Fenway. A ground rule double for Jacoby Ellsbury as he tries to get the Red Sox to answer the Orioles' 2 spot in the top half. So the leadoff man is on second. Here's Mookie Betts. Fastball misses up high. Betts 343 with a homer in these first 8 games. Or 9 games, I should say. The Red Sox are 7-2 at the moment. Orioles 7-1. Slider catches the corner. Bit of a generous call there. Betts wasn't loving that. Counts 1-1. Another curveball from Garver drops in. So he's ahead of Betts 1-2. Here's the delivery. Gets Betts to reach for it. Tapped out to third. Runner holds. Charging is Machado. Nice play there by Manny at third. Throws them out. A little surprised Ellsbury didn't try to advance there. Machado had no way of possibly getting him. But he stays at second. Bad read there by Ellsbury. Here's Ted Williams. 278 so far for the Splinter. A pair of home runs. Change up. Misses down low. There's a fastball on the corner. 1-1 the count. Williams rips this one in the center. That's a base hit for Ted Williams. Ellsbury comes around third. Blair's throw is a good one, but Ellsbury is able to get in ahead of it. It's an RBI single for Ted Williams, and the Red Sox answer. They're on the board, and they've cut the deficit to 2-1. So Williams smacks that one right back from whence it came. He's on first with one down. Here's Reggie Smith. Smith DHing today. 378 to open up the season for Smith. Grounds the first pitch outside of third. Put himself in an 0-1 hole. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-1. Smith 0 for 3 with a walk in yesterday's loss. Pair of nip-and-tuck games in the first 2 of this series. Smith grounds this one towards the hole. Diving stop by Machado to second for 1. Nice turn by Grich, but it pulls Murray off the bag. Almost a very pretty double play there. Nice play by Machado, who is so good down at third. Throw to second. Grich goes for the turn. Has Williams coming. Grich off-balance throw. Pulls Murray to the near side. So Smith is on at first. Curveball. In there for a strike. Here's Jimmy Collins. 294, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Slider misses away. It's 1-1. Yes, Todd, I know. I thought it was funny, like in the playoffs last year, watching like Willie Mays bat flip and stuff like that. It's just that stuff I can't program. I can't make it so that a guy, that's not one of the options when you edit a player. Like I can do signature stances and stuff like that, but you can't turn off stuff like that. It's just part of the game. So it's funny, but in an ideal world, like you'd be able to like alter celebrations, but at that point we get nitpicky. Loop shot out in the center. That's a base hit. Blair gets there, gets the throw into third, but the Red Sox have 2 runners on. Here on the single off the end of the bat. So Smith holds at second. Good job by Blair to get that in quickly. Here's Joe Harris. 2 outs, first and second here in the bottom of the first. Harris lines it to right. Neiman is there, though. Puts it away, and the side is retired. But the Sox pick up a run, cut the deficit in half. We're through 1 here at Fenway. Orioles 2, Red Sox 1. So here's Bobby Grich. Tell you, man, the Orioles' defense last year was exceptional. Grich, the 3rd infielder for the Orioles, who brought home a Gold Glove last year. Bobby Grich, an underrated player in baseball history. Fly ball to left. Williams puts it away for out number 1. So Gritch is retired. Here's Randy Milligan. Milligan, the designated hitter. 462 here in the early going. A pair of RBIs. Milligan doesn't play pretty much at all against righties, but he will play against lefties. He hammers left-handed pitching, and the Orioles try to ride that out. Milligan 1 for 2 in yesterday's game. Beatles Eternally has joined us. How are you, sir? Hope you are well. Beatles was just with me checking out Chris Slovic's Creators Cup Championship Series. Great broadcast from Chris. If you all have a moment later on, go ahead and check out Chris's channel and watch that one. That was a fun one. Lester delivers. Fastball misses up high. Cutter. Called outside. Lester and the crowd here at Fenway both wanted that one. 3-1 the count. Milligan fouls off the fastball. And the count goes full. Curveball from Lester. Ground ball by Milligan up the middle. Diving stop by Dorr. He's able to knock it down, but can't come up with the play. And as I was speaking of Mr. Slovic, there he is. Popping some chicken nuggets before calling it a night out there in Pakistan. Hope you are well, Chris. Terrific Creators Cup game. Glad I caught the end of that one. Just touted you here on the channel. Hopefully these guys will go and watch that if they have some time later. So here's Hank Severide, 208 here in the early going of the season. Again, we're only 8 or 9 games in. Severide, no homers, 2 RBIs. Fastball misses up and in. Severide, a rookie. Cutter misses away. Count goes to 3-0. Lester scuffling a bit here to start this one off. Curveball misses up and away. Severide walks, and now it's first and second. Order will turn over, and here comes Paul Blair. Blair grounded out his first time up. Lester checks and delivers. Blair fly ball, lazy one to center. Ellsbury's underneath it. Puts it away. And there are 2 down here in the top of the second. Yeah, Todd, we got hit with bad rain yesterday here on Long Island. Not fun, particularly for my dog who hates it. Here's Mark Belanger. Belanger singled his first time up, came around and scored. Fastball misses up high. 1-0 the count, 2 down, first and second. Lester trying to get out of trouble here in inning number 2. That's a shot right at Dorr, though. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So the Orioles threaten, but do not score. We'll head to the bottom of the second here at Fenway. Orioles 2, Red Sox 1. Dorr, Valentin, and Varitek coming up for Boston. Red Sox rocking the 1940 uniforms. Orioles wearing the 1988 version. Again, always go with the old school unis here in the FSBL. So Bobby Dorr, 229, here to open the season. Pair of RBIs for him. He steps in to face Ned Garber. There's a shot. Out to left. Ranging over. It's played off the monster. Played well, though. Nice job out there by Ken Williams in left. Holds Dorr to a single off the wall. So it's a leadoff base hit for Dorr. Here's John Valentin. Valentin batting .250 to open up the year. Red Sox mascot trying to get the crowd rolling. First pitch from Garver misses inside. Gallatin 1 for 3 with a double in the loss yesterday. We'll make our first check of the out-of-town scoreboard in the top of the 4th. Fly ball out to right. Neiman is underneath it. Puts it away for 1 out. You know, Todd, a couple guys have mentioned that if I know there's a night when I've got a lot of time, you know, it's probably like a Friday night where my wife is really tired after work or something and falls asleep early. Maybe I'll jump on here and I'll just let people ask me questions and see what I can answer about it. I did a ratings discussion broadcast. I think you were there for. I guess it was a week ago or something like that. But for other stuff, I can certainly try to jump on and guide people through. At least with regards to the stuff that I know about league creation and stuff like that. So here's Jason Varitek. Tech batting .269. Pitch from Garver, tapped out in front. Garver is going to play. It only play is to first. Varitek is retired. There's 2 down. Runner moves up.
Now batting, number 2.
So 2 away, runner on second. Here in the bottom of the second, order turns over for Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury doubled and scored his first time up. And Ellsbury swinging a nice bat to start this year 2 of the FSBL. First pitch fastball, called down low. Fastball there, fouled away. One offering from Garver. Changeup has him reaching, fouls it off, and the count goes to 1-2. Garver delivers. Changeup misses outside. Two and two the count to Ellsbury. Jam shot inside, fouled back. So Garver tries to tie him up with the inside heat. Ellsbury is able to get a piece and stay alive. There's a shot up the middle. Weakly hit. Gritch has to charge. Off balance throw, and he gets him. Nice play, Bobby Gritch. Nice dig out there by Murray at first to retire Ellsbury and the side. We head to the top of the 3rd here in Boston. Eddie Murray will lead it off for the Orioles, with the Orioles leading 2-1. Murray hit his first hit of the series his first time up, singled and later scored. First pitch from Lester, Murray swinging, fouls it down the right side. Lester, an exceptional season for the Red Sox last year. High fastball there. Murray chases. Goes into an 0-2 hole. Varitek gives the sign. Lester delivers, breaking ball. Murray stays with it. I shouldn't say fouls it. Flies it. Weakly out to right. Betts puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Ken Williams.
So here's Ken Williams. Williams 1 for 1. Had an RBI double his first time up. So he tries to get the bat rolling as he struggled in the opening week. Curveball there. Goes down and gets it. Hits it well to center. Ellsbury back near the monster. Leaps. It goes off the tip of his glove as he hits the wall. Williams busts it out of the box and pulls in at 3rd with a triple. Ellsbury all the way back to the wall. Oh, really? You're not going to let me get to the replay there? Changed it so fast. All right, we'll see if it'll let me go to the replay after this first pitch. I want to go back to that. Curveball in there for a called strike. Oh, it's so frustrating, the timing of how you have to, like, do the replays in this game. Apologies for the jumping around there. Replay vault. Alright, so 9 teams. Third inning. Yeah, there we go. So let's go and get out, adjust the camera angle here. We'll track Ellsbury. As he goes back. So check. Ellsbury gets to the wall. And he kind of gets spun. Looks like he has it set. Then realizes he's got to poise himself for the jump. And it just hits it hit the wall first. Hits the monster first. And then off of his glove and trickles away. Williams pulls in the third with the triple. Oh, 1 now the count to Neiman with Williams on third. Fastball fouls off. 0-2 pitch to Neiman. That one comes inside. Hit well to left. Williams back at the monster. It's off the wall. Williams will score. Neiman will pull in at second with an RBI double, and the Orioles take a 3-1 lead here in the top of the third. Bob Neiman picks up his third double of the year. So the Orioles peppering that monster so far in the early going. Here's Manny Machado. Machado is 0 for 1. There's a shot to the right side. That's a base hit. Betts comes charging. Neiman is not going to test him. So runners are at the corners. And Lester certainly does not seem to be on his game. So here's Lester working to Bobby Grich. Grich is 0 for 1. Cutter in there for a called strike. Yeah, Todd, and you can replay every single play from the game until you exit it. Like if you're done with the game and you exit the post-game menu, then you can't do that. But as long as you're still in the game menu, you can run a replay of every single play in the game. It saves every play. So, I mean, you can go back to anything. Like I said last year, I didn't use that enough because I always feel like, am I going to disrupt the flow of the broadcast if I go into the replay thing? But I'm trying to use it a little bit more because some plays like that one, as I want to see and show exactly what happened. Curveball misses inside. So 1-2 the count to Grich. Change up, misses down low. It's also it's such a visually impressive game that you want those replays. You want it to stand out like that. There's a shot in the left center. That's a base hit. Another run will score. Runner goes first to third. It's 4-1 Baltimore. And you got to think that the Red Sox are going to get some bullpen action going. It's an RBI single for Bobby Grich. And Lester just is not sharp today. Curveball came inside. But Grich was able to turn it. Here's Randy Milligan. Fastball comes inside for ball 1. Milligan singled in the second. Change up there, misses away. The count is 2-0. Fastball in there for a called strike. I'll be able to show you that, Todd, because that mechanism hasn't changed at all from 20 to 22. So I'll be able to show you that. It's easy. Ground ball down the third base line. It's going to be another run scoring. Grich pulls in the third. Throw to second. Milligan gets a little bit too brazen. Tries to trail behind there and sneak his way into second. And he's gunned down. But the Orioles have opened up a 5-1 lead in the top of the third as Baltimore stays hot in the early going of the season. Again, they're looking for the sweep here at Fenway. Here's Hank Severeid, who walked his first time up. So the lumbering Randy Milligan tried to slip in behind him, and he saw that throw was going towards third, but nice alert throw to second to nab him there. That one is fouled off. As Todd B notes, Lester getting pounded. Yeah, he has not been sharp. He wasn't too sharp in his first outing either. Certainly not in his first couple of starts, not replicating last year's success. Fly ball to center. Ellsbury's coming on. He'll get there. Camped out underneath, puts it away, and the side is retired. But the Orioles add 3 more. We head to the bottom of the third here at Fenway. Betts, Williams, and Smith coming up for the Red Sox. They've got some work to do. They trail it 5-1. So here's Mookie Betts. Betts grounded out his first time up.
The right fielder, number 50.
Ned Garver has a bit of a cushion now. First pitch fastball misses up high. Another high fastball. That one was even higher, but Betts chased that one. Swings and misses. It's 1-1. Garver rides the fastball in on him again. And Garver doesn't throw that hard. He's upper 80s. Location matters, but he's riding that one in on the hands of Mookie Betts. He's ahead of him 1-2. Now goes away with the slider. It's a weak fly ball to right. Neiman puts it away for the first out. I'm sorry, actually, that's Ken Williams is in right, Neiman is in left. I had that backwards. So here's Ted Williams. Williams 1 for 1. He had an RBI single his first time up to drive in the lone Red Sox run. Fastball misses up high. Fastball is in there. At the knee is 1-1. Change up on the outside corner. It's 1-2. Garver mixing his pitches well at the moment. Kind of what you have to do when you're facing Ted Williams. Here's the offering. Fastball, Williams won't chase. 2-2 the count. Another changeup goes down and away, and again Williams won't chase. So the count's now full to Williams. Reggie Smith waits on deck. And a high fastball gets him. Tough pitch there from Garver.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Williams checking with the ump to see if that last pitch was a strike, because he's mad at himself for missing it. But Garver does a good job, goes away, and now comes inside with the fastball. So well worked by Garver, and now here's Reggie Smith. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Change up down low. Smith gets a piece, fouls it off. Now he's in an 0-2 hole. And a jam shot out to short. Belanger ranges to his left, throws to first, and gets him to retire the side. So Garver navigates the heart there. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Blair, Belanger, and Murray coming up for Baltimore. They lead Boston 5-1. Here's Paul Blair. Blair is 0 for 2. He has flown out and grounded out. Lester staying in for the moment. There's a shot out in the center. It falls in front of Ellsbury. So a lead-off base hit for Paul Blair as the assault of John Lester continues.
Number 7.
It's early, and he's been so good last year, you're trying to give him a little bit more rope, but you don't want to give him too much. So here's Belanger. Throw over to first. Blair gets back. Lester takes a peek over and delivers. Fastball in there for a called strike. Out-of-town scoreboard we'll get to in a bit. Yesterday, Moises Alou of the Expos extended his hitting streak to 24 games dating back to last season. We'll see how long Alou can go. In the fourth, the Yankees lead the Blue Jays 2-0. Gil McDougall with a home run there for the Yankees. He's trying to hold off hot prospect Joe Gordon. Mariners lead the Rays 4-0 in the fourth. Tino Martinez, 2 for 2, a couple of RBIs there. A's and Royals are tied at 3 in the fourth. Marcus Semien has homered for the A's, who have opened up the season 8-0. Great start for the defending champs. White Sox lead the Tigers 2-1 in the fourth. Ramirez has homered for the White Sox. Barney McCoskey has gone deep for the Tigers. Twins lead the Indians 3-1 in the fourth. Napoleon Lajoie has the RBI for Cleveland. Astros up 4-0 on the Rangers in the fourth. Battle of Texas there. Bob Watson has hit his first homer of the year for the Astros. Fly ball there to right. Betts puts it away for out number 1. Howard Johnson has hit his third home run of the year for the Mets, who lead the Rangers. Phillies up over the Marlins 3-2 in the fourth. Martin Prado, his first home run of the year for the Marlins. Shane Victorino, his first of the year for the Phillies. The Cincinnati Reds stay hot. They lead the Cardinals 6-1 in the fourth. Rookie Frank McCormick has gone deep and driven in 3. Ken Boyer has hit his second for the Cardinals. Brewers up on the Pirates 4-1 in the fourth. A lot of home teams, reversing the series from last weekend, from the opening weekend. Gorman Thomas is homered for the Brewers. Rookie Bill Mazeroski has hit his first for the Pirates. Expos lead the Cubs 4-0. Cubs still looking for their first win. They are 0-9 out of the gate. We'll check back in the out-of-town board around the 7th inning or so. Fastball there at the knees for a called strike. Count 1-2 to Murray. Ground ball down to third. Collins has it. Throws high throw. Nice job by Dorr. So it's a high throw to second. Dorr comes down with it. Can't get the bag. So the runner at second is safe. But Dorr, with the wherewithal to not hold on to the ball there and stutter, still gets rid of it to first. That is a very heads-up play from Bobby Dorr on a bad throw. We'll just keep our eye on the bag here. So you see he's on the bag, high throw, he snags it, but he's pulled out into the outfield, can't get the foot to the base to beat Murray, but unloads it anyway. Gets it over to first, there's 2 down. Murray at second. Here's Ken Williams. Fastball up and in for ball 1. And now there's bullpen action going. Derek Lowe throwing out in the Sox pen. Williams is 2 for 2 on the day. Fouls off that fastball. Lester takes a peek. Now delivers. Changeup at the knees. Good pitch there. He's ahead of Williams 1-2. Trying to get out of it. And he fans him. Good fastball down and in from Lester. Williams goes down. And the side is retired. So the Orioles threaten but do not score. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Orioles 5. Red Sox 1.
Leading off for the Red Sox, The third baseman, Jimmy Collins.
So Jimmy Collins will lead it off for the Red Sox. Here against Ned Garver in the bottom of the fourth. Collins 1 for 1. Fastball in there for a called strike. Very cloudy day here at Fenway. No rain in the forecast, though. High fastball there from Garver. Collins fouls it off to the right side. He's in an 0-2 hole. Pitch from Garver. Gets him chasing the slider out of the zone. Does get a piece of it, though, to stay alive. High fastball. Collins won't offer. Count goes to 1-2. Fastball comes inside. Collins takes again. 2-2 the count. This will be the 50th pitch of the game from Garver. Slider grounded up the middle. That's a base hit for Jimmy Collins. So Collins takes the 2-2 pitch back up the middle. It's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fourth. So here's Joe Harris. Harris is 0 for 1. High fastball misses inside. Takes a peek over at the runner and delivers. High fastball, foul back. There's the pitch. Harris turns this one, hits it on the screws, but Neiman is there. Puts it away for out number 1. So Neiman makes the grab. On a ball hit on the screws by Joe Harris. 1 away. Here's Bobby Doerr. Garver's fastball misses down low. Chases that one down low, hit down to Murray. Murray to Belanger. Back to Murray, 3-6-3. Double play, and Garver gets through it here in the fourth. Doerr chases that one off the end of the bat, chops it down to Murray, who handles it beautifully. Again, this Orioles infield defensively is outstanding. Here's Bob Neiman as we open up the top of the fifth. Big Clue has joined us. How are you, Clue? Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you checking in. Bit surprised that Lester is getting to start the fifth. Lowe was throwing last inning. Gotta believe he'd be ready at this point. He's throwing a good game so far here, Clue. Fastball misses down and away. It's 2-0. Tell you, man, your Reds have started off nicely this year for me. They opened up the season. They swept the Giants to open things up, sweeping the NL champions. Their pitching has been great out of the gate, which really their pitching hurt them last year. Change up on the inside corner. Count goes 2-2. Gets him with the changeup down low. Neiman swings over the top of it for out number 1. Scott Maria joins us. How are you, sir? I appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you for following along. We'll get a Tigers broadcast going soon. Steve Tate's favorite team as well. We'll try to get a Pirates broadcast in soon also. That one's lined into the gap in right center. That's going all the way to the wall. Ellsbury retrieves it, but it'll be a stand-up double for Manny Machado here with one out in the top of the fifth. Machado's second double of the season. 1 a.m. in Asia. You're out in 1 a.m. Good. 12-hour difference. All right. That makes sense. Well, I appreciate you spending a bit of your late night, early morning with me here on the channel. So Lester's day is done. Machado knocks him out of the box. It's a rough one for Lester. Now Derek Lowe will come in. This will be Lowe's third appearance of the season. 1-0, a 3.86 ERA in those first couple of games. Of course, those stats don't really mean much at this point. So Lowe will try to keep this game from going bad to worse for Boston. To do so, he'll start off facing Bobby Grich. Change up in there on the inside corner for strike one. Don't mind Clue, Scott. He's our resident harasser. Change up, swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Fastball inside, and he gets him. So Lowe strikes out Grich. First batter he faces, 2 out here in the inning. It's my son who is now 15. Very, very cool. MV is in the house. How are you, MV? Thanks for popping in. So 2 down. Here's Randy Milligan. Fastball misses up high. Milligan 2 for 2. Pair of singles and an RBI. He'll, of course, stay in the lineup. He started against the lefty. And now he'll stay in to face Lowe. 1-0 pitch, Milligan. Gets a tip of the bat on the changeup. 1-1 the count. Lowe trying to keep this a 4-run game. High fly ball to center. Ellsbury coming on. It's going to hang up. He'll get there, put it away, and the side is retired. So we are midway through here in Fenway. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Ned Garver will try to keep it rolling. Valentin, Varitek, and Ellsbury due up for the Red Sox. They trail it 5-1.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Here's John Valentin. Valentin flew out his first time up. First pitch swinging. That one's hit well out to left. Neiman is going to let it go off the wall. Plays the bounce well, though, but it's going to be a lead-off double for John Valentin as he tries to get something going here for the Red Sox. 6th double of the early season for John Valentin. Green Monster getting a lot of work in this one. That's, I think, like the 5th hit off of the Monster so far. So Valentin turns on that one well. Red Sox going to try to chip into this deficit. Again, trying to avoid the sweep. Red Sox won their first 7 games of the season, but they've dropped the first 2 of this series to an Orioles squad that has started off hot. Here's Jason Varitek as he fouls that one off. It's 0-1. Tex Aggs is here. How are you, sir? A little late mowing the yard. Well, chores have to be done. I get it, but I appreciate you coming on. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-1. Garver takes a glance at second and delivers. Fastball fouled off. Sam Horn. Is that website still going? Sons of Sam Horn? Son of Sam Horn? Change up misses away. 2-2 the count to Varitek. Ground ball to short. Belanger is there. Throws over to first for the out. 1 away. Valentin holds at second. So here's Jacoby Ellsbury, 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. I actually think, Todd, it's not Sam Horn's website. It's actually like Red Sox fans, and they just decided to call the website like Sons of Sam Horn or something like that. But that website goes, I think that website was back when I used to do rosters for High Heat, so you're talking early 2000s. So I'd be surprised if it's still going, but it might be. 0-1 the count here to Ellsbury. Valentin on second. Fastball misses up and away. That one hit straight up the chute. Severide sheds the mask, puts it away, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter, number 50.
So with 2 down, here's Mookie Betts. Betts 0 for 2 in the game. He's now only 1 for 9 in the series. As Garver tries to continue to work through. Shot by Betts. That's a base hit in the left. Valentin heads to third. He's going to come around. Neiman's throw home is a good one, and he gets him. So Valentin thrown out by Bob Neiman. Red Sox trying to get something going. Throw is actually a bit up the line. That's a nice tag by Severide there. Valentin is thrown out to end the 5th. We open up the top of the 6th. Severide will now be at the plate here against Derek Lowe.
Number 50.
Slider in there for a called strike. Yeah, Mo Vaughn is what Sam Horn was supposed to be. Swung on a miss. Nice slider there from Lowe. He's ahead of Severide 0-2. Another slider. That one's off the plate. Lowe looks in. Fastball out in the center. Ellsbury's going to have to play it on the hop. So it's a leadoff single for Severide to open up the top of the 6th.
The center fielder, number 2. Ball.
Yes, Clue. The Sam Horn, Kevin Moss. That's a good comparison. I don't remember if did Horn have injury issues or did he just basically not develop? Because man, he was hugely touted. Here's Paul Blair. Fastball in there for a called strike. On the count to Blair. Severide on first. 5-1 Orioles here in the top of the 6th. Slider smashed down to first. Picked by Harris to Valentin. Back to Harris. 3-6-3 double play. Almost a mirror image of the earlier double play that the Sox hit into. Lowe gets a needed double play ball. Base runners are erased. There's 2 down here in the 6th. Oh, he developed to like 300 pounds. Yeah. Sam was a big boy. No doubt. So here's Mark Belanger. Belanger's 1 for 3. Again, Belanger swinging a good bat to open up this season. Actually, if I remember right, hit him was fairly surprising last year. He had like 290 last year. It's certainly a bonus if you can get any kind of offense out of Mark Belanger. Slashes that one foul. One and one the count as Lowe works to Belanger. Nope, got it before it hit the ground. Thought it was going to be a one-hopper, but Dorr gets the glove down, catches it on the fly, and the side is retired. Sox will send up the heart here in the bottom of the 6th. Williams, Smith, and Collins as they try to claw their way back into this one. Williams 1 for 2, singled, drove in the only run of the game for the Red Sox to this point. He will lead things off here against Garver in the 6th. Garver's at 65 pitches through 5. Economical start for him. Fastball misses down and away. Remember right, he worked Williams away the entire at-bat Williams' last time up until he came up and in at the end to get the strikeout. Gets him a bit off balance there with the slider. It's 1-1. Garver delivers. Williams up the middle, and it's another base hit for Ted Williams, his second of the game. Garver tried to keep it down low that time, and Williams went down and got it.
The designated hitter, Reggie.
Almost hit Garver back through the box in the process. So the leadoff man is on. Here's Reggie Smith. Smith, if you recall, an outstanding season last year for Boston, pulls this one foul. Red Sox, of course, won the American League East last year. Curveball, ground ball to short. This could be 2. 6-4-3 double play. Smith is doubled up. Garver gets another pitch he needed. And again, this Orioles infield, I mean, that was routine, but this Orioles infield defensively is about the best in the game, I think, at this point. 2 down. Here's Jimmy Collins. Defensively around the horn, Murray, Grich, Belanger, and Machado. Collins fouls that one off. It's 0-1. Todd Van Poppel. I remember him being on the cover of Sports Illustrated. There's a shot out in the right. That'll get down. Base hit. So it's an opposite field single for Collins. Here's Joe Harris. Harris is 0 for 2. Slider in there for a called strike. Tim, when is your next broadcast? I know Bernard was in here earlier. He said he's expecting to get back to broadcasting tomorrow. Change up on the inside corner. Beatles, if you know when you're doing another broadcast, drop that in here as well, so everybody is aware. Certainly never have a problem with you guys doing that. There's a shot out into the gap. That's going towards the monster. It's a one-hopper off the base of the wall. Blair gets there, gets it in quickly. The runner will hold at third. But it's a double. Second and third. That one driven out to the wall. So second and third now. Here's Bobby Dorr. Red Sox a little cautious on the bases that time after having Valentin thrown out to end last inning. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled off. So 0-2 the count. Dorr up the middle. Grich has it, though. Throws to first. He throws in down low. They put a few throws low, and Murray has saved a few guys. Side is retired. The Red Sox threaten but do not score. It's been that kind of a game for Boston. Top of the 7th. Baltimore holds the 5-1 lead. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray will switch around to the left-hand side now. 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard again now that we've reached the top of the 7th once that pops up. First pitch slider from Lowe in there for a called strike. So if you just saw that graphic that just popped up, it showed Murray, and of course it's early in the season, so it doesn't really matter. As Murray laces this one down the left field line into the corner. Williams goes to dig it out. Murray's around first. Throw comes into second. Not a bad throw from Williams, but Murray is in there well ahead of it. It's a lead-off double for Easy Eddie, his second double of the year. And the Orioles have a runner in scoring position to open up the top of the 7th. But if you saw that graphic, so it shows Murray's splits against righties and lefties. So the game tracks it, but if you bring up the player's card, like baseball card, like to check out his stats for the season, you can't see his splits. Another one of those stupid little things that drive you crazy about this game. So it tracks the stats, but you only can see the splits if it decides to bring up the graphic during the game. Completely maddening, especially from a roster creator perspective. So here's Ken Williams. Slider on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Fastball misses up high. It's 3-1. Bob Neiman swinging the hot bat. Waits on deck. Change-up misses down low for ball 4. So first and second, Lowe getting into a little bit of trouble here to open up the 7th, and here's Neiman. Neiman 1 for 3 with a double, pair of RBIs. Scalding hot in the first 2 series of the year. He's actually cooled off here. He's only 1 for 10 in this series against the Sox. Bob Neiman hammered the Yankees in the opening series sweep to start the year. Speaking of the Yankees, them and the Blue Jays are tied at 2 in the Bronx in the 7th. Vlad Guerrero Jr., his 3rd home run of the season. Aaron Judge has hit his 5th for the Yankees. Mariners lead the Rays 4-3 in the 7th. E.J. Upton has hit his first homer of the year for Tampa. Oakland looking to stay undefeated. They lead the Royals 4-3 in the 7th. Mark McGwire has hit his 4th home run of the season for the A's. White Sox still lead the Tigers 2-1 in the 7th. Alexi Ramirez 3 for 3 with an RBI for the Sox. Barney McCoskey his 2nd home run of the year for the Tigers. Twins lead the Indians 3-2 in the 7th. Napoleon Lajoie has the RBI for the Indians. There's a fly ball to right. Murray tags and goes over to third. Runners at the corners with 1 down. Houston up 7-0 on the Rangers. The Angels have tied the Mets at 2 in the 7th as Manny Machado steps in. Andrew Heaney and Jerry Kuzman, the pitching matchup there in New York. Phillies lead the Marlins 4-3 in the 7th. Christian Yelich, 3 hits and an RBI for the Marlins. Shane Victorino has gone deep and driven in a pair for the Phillies. The Reds stay hot to open up the season. They're up 7-1 in St. Louis. Rookie Frank McCormick has driven in 3 with a home run. Ken Boyer, his 2nd home run of the year for the Cardinals. Brewers up on the Pirates 5-1 in the 7th. Storm and Gorman Thomas, 2-run home run there for Milwaukee. Bill Mazeroski, the rookie second baseman for Pittsburgh, his 1st of the year. The Cubs have rallied back from a 6-0 deficit to tie the Expos. Stan Hack, a pair of RBIs for the Cubs. Cubs looking for their 1st win of the season after starting off 0-8. 0-8 or 0-9, I don't remember. But the Cubs haven't won yet, that I know. 1-2 the count. Slider misses away. If Storm and Gorman got the call up at the end of the last broadcast because Carlos Gomez broke his leg, so he's going to be out for a while. Thomas will get the opportunity. Fastball misses up high. Gets him chasing the slider. Weakly hit. Door charges. Makes the play. Throws to first. Gets him for out number 2. Runner moves up to second.
Now batting, number 3.
Howie the Bernedoodle assumes her place on the couch. Here's Bobby Grich, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. 6-1 Orioles. Up and in. I totally missed that run scoring on that ground out. Too busy running down the out of town scores. 2-0 the count to Grich. Fastball there, fouls it off down the right-hand side. There's a shot by Grich out in the left. Williams goes back on it, makes the catch shy of the track, and the side is retired. But the Orioles tack one on. It's 7th inning stretch time here at Fenway. Orioles lead the Red Sox 6-1. Valentin, Varitek, and Ellsbury due up for Boston. Red Sox have 10 hits, but only 1 run. Ned Garver has worked in and out of trouble so far. He'll start the bottom of the 7th, facing John Valentin. 1 for 2, doubled in the 5th. Regrettably, Tim, I feel like Francona's health issues might be a bit more severe than anybody's letting on. That's just kind of an impression that I've gotten based on following all of that. Which is a shame, because Francona is also, by all accounts, a really good dude. But I kind of feel like he's having some issues that the severity of which hasn't really been told to people. Just a guess, though. But that one's popped up. Belanger. Range is over for the snag, and there's 1 down. Here's Jason Varitek. Varitek 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Garver misses up high. Another weak pop-up. That one hits the ground, though. Belanger plays it on the hop, but Varitek does not run well enough to get down the line.
Now batting, number 2.
2 down. Here's Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury 1 for 3. He's doubled and scored. Oh, Todd, see, I hadn't seen that. Francona said he needs multiple surgeries off season. Yeah, I wish the guy the best. Ground ball to Grich. Grich throws out Ellsbury, and the side is retired. So Garver, can't say he's cruising, but he's held the Sox to 1 run through 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Orioles still lead the Sox 6-1. Here's Ike DeLocke. DeLocke, 2 games so far this season. He's gotten the win in both, so the Red Sox hoping to make that continue. They got some work to do to get it done. Here's Randy Milligan. Milligan 2 for 3, a pair of singles and an RBI. Texas, really enjoy this method of playing the show. Wish SD would make it part of their game, make it easier for the novice. Not many of us are legends. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, it's like I said, it's a lot of work to set it up, but it is doable. And I'm not naive enough to think that a lot of people play the game the way I do. Like, this is just, I wanted to do something different, and this way, you know, lets me kind of celebrate baseball history in a way that I think, that I think is a lot of fun. And I'm willing to put in the work to make it work if you give me the ability to. So now that the core league is set up, now it's not too much. Now it's not too much work. But I mean, it took me 6 months to set it up initially. It's funny, though. I mean, as much as I love doing this project is only reborn because my PS4 died a year ago, so I had to rebuild my entire roster set. Sinker there, down low. 2-2 the count as DeLocke works to Milligan. Breaking ball tapped out in front. Varitek pounces. Throws to first. Gets Milligan for out number 1.
Number 50.
Thanks, Clue. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was just, I mean, I had created, as Hank Severide steps in here to face the lock, I had created a set like this. I had just done it as like a franchise star set, not this concept. But I had created that. It's Jack Wilson and Rube Foster throwing in the Red Sox bullpen. I guess it was the show like 17 maybe. I had done it, and it was strictly for like my own use and whatever like that. But I had gone through like 8 years of that league. Ground ball to short. Throwing out for out number 2. So DeLocke retires the first 2 to face him here in the top of the 8th. I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit there. But, But Paul Blair steps in here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. But then when my PS4 died, I just didn't have... I didn't want to go without having this. Tex, I'm not going to be able to do it. It's not letting me export guys from the season. So the new guys created, I would have to go in and make all 150 rookies again. And I'm not willing to spend the time to do that. So unfortunately, the last version of this that's in the vault is going to be the version that's up there, that version 1.1. Nice play by Ted Williams, ranging towards the wall. Makes the grab, and the side is retired. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Orioles lead the Red Sox 6-1. Here's Mookie Betts.
The right fielder, number 50.
Fastball. In there for a called strike. Stu Miller and the rookie George Zuverink throwing in the bullpen for the Orioles. Not really sure how much more you can ask from Garver. Again, Garver's been in and out of trouble in this one. He's allowed 10 hits, but only 1 run for Boston. He's made the big pitch when he's needed to. Comes up and in there on Betts. Counts 1-1. Fastball at the knees for strike 2. Gets him reaching. That slider away. He has had guys fooled with that pitch all game. Nice play there by Belanger. Has to hurry it up to throw out Betts at first. It's a little thing. I got to change Belanger's glove color. Guys weren't really wearing black gloves back then. Little minor thing, but Belanger guns him down. Nice play there. Yeah, it's not even about backing it up. Because the roster set is available up in the system, but like there's no like a cloud or anything like that. I can't export it. I can't save it to like an HD drive or anything like that, which kind of sucks. So 1 out, 2-0 the count here as Garver works to Ted Williams. Fastball up and in is fouled off. There's a shot. Williams puts it the other way, down towards the corner, but foul. Neiman gives it a chase. 2-2 the count. Severide sets up inside. Fastball misses up and in. Williams doesn't chase. So the count is full to Williams. Here's the offering. Low fastball. Williams protects. Three-two pitch from Garver. Oh my goodness. They ring Williams up on that slider. away, and Williams is not happy with that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. Look where this pitch goes. That's a nice pitch from Garver, but I still think that is outside. Williams agrees. The umpire does not, and Ted Williams is rung up looking on a slider low and away. Fastball there to Smith on the outside corner. The old adage, if Ted Williams didn't swing, it wasn't a strike. Umpire apparently not believing it. Change up there on the corner, and Garver's ahead of Smith 0-2. This has been an impressive, if imperfect, performance out of Ned Garver for the Orioles. Fastball away, 1-2 the count. Garver approaching the 100-pitch mark. Severide sets up away. Goes up and away, and Smith chases and misses. Strike 3. Garver punches him out, and I'm kind of inclined to think that may be the last we see of Garver in this one. He's had to labor a bit. He's only at the 100 pitches, but it's been a tough 100. He's been in trouble a bit. Has worked around it. We start the 9th. DeLocke will face Belanger. Still 6-1 Baltimore. Belanger's 1 for 4. Fly ball to center. Ellsbury ranges over. He's underneath it. Puts it away for out number 1. So when this game is done, we'll do what we did in the last broadcast, and that's the way we'll handle it from now on. We'll go through the results of the day. I'll sim the next week to get us up to the next Sunday on the schedule, and then I'll kind of pick what the next game of the week broadcast will be from there. So 1 down. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray's 2 for 4. Fastball misses inside. That one misses low. It's 2-0. Murray grounds it down to first. Harris has it. Takes it himself, and there's quickly 2 down here in the top of the 9th. So here's Ken Williams. Williams 2 for 3, a double and a triple with an RBI. Curveball misses down low. Not coming into today. They were actually down 6-0 to the Expos Tex, and they came back and tied it at 6. We'll see if that update comes across the crawl here. No, the Cubs were the only winless team entering this broadcast, though. Curveball, Williams way out in front. Got a hold, but that's well foul. The Cubs, for a team with their deep history, really got a very poor draw. They really did. They got a very poor draw. That one dropped into left. It's going to fall in front of Williams for a 2-out base hit. So Williams drops a single into left. His 3rd hit of the game. He's a homer shy of the cycle. Probably won't get another at bat, though. Here's Bob Neiman. Fastball in there for a called strike. Cubs and Expos are still tied at 6 in the 9th. There's a shot out to left. Williams going back. He's looking up. Makes the catch before he gets to the wall. He acted like that was going to hit the monster, but Williams gets there. So for the Sox, Collins, Harris, and Dorr come up. They've got a lot of work to do. They trail 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the 9th at Fenway. And Ned Garver is going to get to start the 9th. Jimmy Collins, 3 for 3. There's pitch number 100 from Garver. It misses inside for ball 1. Breaking ball, pulled foul. If you have not as of yet, I would greatly appreciate you banging that like button. There's a shot through the right-hand side. There's a base hit. So it's a leadoff single.
The first baseman,
Collins is on his 4th hit of the day. And that's it for Garver. So Garver was going to be allowed to go for the complete game if he didn't allow another base runner. But that will finish him for the day. Terrific outing for Garver. Goes 8 innings, has allowed 1 run. The runner on first will be on his ledger.
your attention please.
And George Zuverink, the rookie's gotten plenty of action here early on this year. This will be his 5th appearance already. He's 1-0, a 7.11 earned run average. Again, take that with a grain of salt. He's only thrown 6 1/3. And now Zuverink will deal with Joe Harris. Harris 1 for 3. Fastball in there for a called strike. Yes, Tex, it's the real standings on the scoreboard and the real out-of-town scoreboard. Like I said, the game does so many things. That's like when Clue mentioned before, when I mentioned that thing about the splits. Here's a ground ball to short. Belanger flips to Grich. Grich hit as he throws, but turns it anyway. Grich is taken out. That's a clean, hard slide. That's how baseball is supposed to be played. Nice job by Grich on the turn. Here's the replay. Belanger feeds him. Grich is taken out and flipped, but gets the throw off. 6-4-3 double play. And the Red Sox are down to their final out. Sinker from Zuverink in there to door. It's 0-1. What I was saying was when Clue said before, when I mentioned that thing about the splits, like, oh, do these guys who create this even love baseball? They're not even baseball fans. No, they are. That's the point. That's how, like, so when you do something like that, like that out-of-town scoreboard thing and all that stuff, that is really intelligent, really brilliant stuff. Like, that's just a cool touch. So then when they miss something else that's like along that same kind of line, like not letting me see the splits, other than when you decide to pop up the graphic, it's just like, how did you think of this but not think of that? It just, it's irritating from the perspective of, like, you obviously think of little things. How is this a little thing that you missed? So here comes Valentin. The Red Sox stay alive on the single into right. 2 down. Again, Sox down to their final out here. Fastball misses down low. Fastball up and in. Well, Clue, I agree with that to a point, but at the same time, like, then don't track it. Like, if you think enough to track it, why would you hide it from me? You know, like, you're tracking the splits, you're tracking the data, you're just not letting me see it. Because, like, if it was just a matter of that, like, oh, well, we don't think people really care about the splits, then you're just not going to worry about tracking the splits, but you're already tracking it. Just let me see it. 1-2 pitch, pulled foul to stay alive. Zuverink looks in. Here's the pitch. Valentin swings and misses, and the ball game is over. And the Orioles continue their hot start to the season. They come into Fenway, sweep a Red Sox team that was 7-0 before they got here. And the Orioles improved to 8-1 out of the gate. Garver with the win improves to 1-1. Lester goes to 0-1. Orioles 6 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Red Sox 1 run, 12 hits, no errors. For some reason, it seemed like I just hit puberty again as I went through that line score. Apologies there. Nice play there, Manny Machado. Show a few replays. So the Orioles are off to a nice start here. on the season. We'll check out how some of the other games ended. Is Valentin getting thrown out at home? Yeah, sorry, Bernard. Don't worry. Your Sox are going to be there. Your Sox will hang around.
Our final line score this afternoon.
Ken Williams gets player of the game, 3 for 4. Again, single, double, and a triple. Drove in a run as well. Garver, 8 innings, 11 hits allowed, but he didn't walk anybody. Struck out 3, got a couple of double play balls. He gets the win. John Lester, not great in his first 2 starts, but again, Lester was outstanding last season. The Red Sox will be confident he'll right the ship. But he allowed 11 hits over 4 1/3 in this one. 5 runs, struck out 2, walked 1. Do a very quick box score check here. Everybody in the Orioles lineup had a hit. George Zuverink gets a scoreless inning on his ledger. Jimmy Collins, 4 hits in the loss. Ted Williams, a pair of hits. Bobby Doerr, a pair of hits as well for the Sox, who hit into 3 double plays. All right, so we'll exit the post game. We'll go check out the scores from the day. I'm not really going to go through box scores in most of those cases. We don't want this to drag on for too long. All right, so Toronto holds on, defeats the Yankees. Doyle Alexander improves to 2-0. Jabba Chamberlain takes the loss for the Yankees. Mark Eichhorn picks up his 5th save already for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are off to a nice start, too. Seattle defeats the Rays in Tampa, 4-3. Jim Beattie with the win. Yanni Chirinos with the loss for the Rays. Mike Jackson picks up save number 2 for the Mariners. The Twins defeat the Indians 8-3. 3 errors in that game between the two teams. Brad Radke improves to 2-0. Trevor Bauer takes the loss. Rookie Tom Hall picks up the save for the Twins. White Sox defeat the Tigers 3-2 in Detroit. Maltzberger goes to 2-0. Al Benton takes the loss. Bobby Jenks, his 3rd save for the White Sox. Oakland stays unbeaten. They defeat the Royals 4-3 to improve to 9-0. Catfish Hunter with the win improves to 2-0. Charlie Leibrandt falls to 0-2. Raleigh Fingers picks up save number 3. In Houston, the Astros pummel the Rangers 9-0. Ken Johnson with the win. Mike Minor takes the loss in that one. Angels defeat the Mets at Shea 3-2. Paul Hartzell with the win in relief there. Rick Reed takes the loss. K-Rod picks up his 2nd save. In Philadelphia, the Phillies defeat the Marlins 5-4. Dutch Ulrich goes to 1-1. Logan Hensley, rookie for the Marlins, Negro Leaguer, falls to 0-2. Ryan Madsen picks up the save. As Tex notes, the Cubs get off the schneid. They pick up their 1st win of the year, 7-6, in a game that they trailed 6-0. That box score will check out. Yep, in 11 innings. So the Cubs pick up their 1st win. They go to 1-9. Montreal falls to 6-4. Check out some of that. Rusty Staub homered for the Orioles in that one. Lee Smith picks up the save. Bill Henry gets the win. Bobby Ayala blew a save for the Expos. John Roush takes the loss. In Pittsburgh, the Brewers defeat the Pirates 6-1. Bosio improves to 2-0. Sam Lever falls to 1-1 there. What's the records there? Milwaukee 6-3. Pittsburgh 5-3 in the early going. The Reds stay off. I guess they lost their last series. All right, so maybe I overhyped the Reds a bit, but they did open the season by sweeping the Giants. They're still 6-4 as they get the win here. Rookie Ken Raffensperger improves to 2-0. Howie Pollitt falls to 0-1 as the Reds pick up the win at Busch Stadium. Rockies defeat the Diamondbacks 6-1. Great pitching performance from John Thompson, who improves to 2-0. Ian Kennedy falls to 0-2 for the D-backs. Coming up later, Braves visit the Padres. Jim Whitney and Matt Latos, the pitching matchup. And the Dodgers face the Giants. Rookie Preacher Rowe will face Rue Marquardt. in that one. All right, so Clue says the Reds overhyped themselves just fine. All right, so now we're going to go. We're going to sim through the Saturday, see if there's any roster moves that I have to take care of, because I have taken care of rotations and lineups and call-ups and send-downs for for all of the teams in the league. So let's see what happens. Minor leaguers, that can be auto-fixed. I love the minor league names, the Space Cowboys, the Sea Dogs. So good. The Trash Pandas. That's awesome. Minor league baseball is so fun. All right, so no roster moves being called on for me this week. Last week I had to make a couple. All right, so we're going to go check out standings. Oh, the Red Sox have leapfrogged the Orioles. They've gotten themselves back into first in the East, 11-5. Orioles 10-4. Yankees 6-9 out of the gate. Scuffling a bit. Rays still stink. They're 4-11. White Sox off to a 10-4 start. Twins 9-5, Indians 8-8. Royals stink. They still can't score. It's really their problem. The Royals have scored 42 runs in 14 games. That is not going to get it done. In the West, the A's were finally stopped, but they are 13-2. They've already opened up a 5-game lead in the division 15 games in. Astros and Angels around 500. Rangers stink. They're 2-12. In the National League, the Mets off to a good start. Mets have won 5 in a row. They're 11-3. They lead the East in the early going. Phillies and Expos. Marlins still stink. Braves still can't hit. And the Braves pitching has let them down in the early going. That'll fix itself, though. The Braves will pitch. I just don't know if their offense will be good enough. In the Central, Reds lead the Central at 10-6. Brewers at 9-6. Pirates and Cardinals at 8-6. The Cubbies at 2-13, giving themselves some work to do here in the early going. And in the West, the Giants at 9-5. The Rockies at 9-6. The Giants, after starting off 1-5, have rattled off 8 straight wins. So the Giants didn't take long to right that ship. Padres at 7-8. That's a surprise. Dodgers 7-9, Diamondbacks 6-8. Take a very quick look at stats. It's still not deep enough into the season where I'm really going to worry about league leaders. Hunter Pence off to a hot start. A couple of rookies on that list. Jeff Bagwell for the Astros, Joe Cronin for the Twins, both hitting .383. In the National League, John Morrill, who was abysmal for the Braves last year and isn't rated well. But ball's falling in for him in the early going. Leads the National League at .451 2 weeks into the season. Moises Alou with that, I wonder if his hitting streak has stopped. He was at 24 games, dating back to last season at .368 there. We'll check out the home run leaders too. Prince Fielder, who hit 8 home runs in the first 8 games, hasn't homered since. But he does still lead the National League in long balls. Jimmy Fox leads the majors in home runs. Double X has 9. Aaron Judge and last year's home run leader, Ken Griffey Jr., both have 7. Cesar Cedeno has 6. How about that? Still not going to really check out pitching stats, I don't think, at this point. We won't really look at pitching stats till the end of April. Mark McGwire leads the American League in RBIs, 1 ahead of Bagwell, Fox, and Frank Home Run Baker. Prince Fielder leads the National League, 1 ahead of rookie Gary Sheffield, is off to a hot start. For the Marlins, 345, 6 homers, 17 RBIs for Sheffield. All right, so that's where we're at this point. Yes, Roger Maris, 6 home runs, as Tex noted there, on the leaderboard. So let's see the next potential game of the week. Texas, Oakland, Houston, Seattle, Mets and Braves. Oh, all right, maybe we'll do that one. We'll do that one maybe tomorrow afternoon. Pirates and Reds. Do one for Beatles and Clue. Let them go at each other. Just because I want to see the comments. Bob Friend and Dolph Luque would be the pitching matchup there. Although I did do a Reds broadcast already. All right, let's see what the other matchups are. But we'll see. Montreal and the Dodgers. That might not be a bad one to do. Expos, Strasburg, and Vance. Oh, I started off too far down the list. What other games are there? Cleveland and Detroit, but I did a Cleveland broadcast already. Yankees and Twins. Like I said, I want to kind of get through a broadcast of every team, and then after I've done that, then I'll kind of bounce around a bit. But well, I haven't done the Pirates yet, so I can do Pirates and Reds and get the Pirates there. Get the Pirates there first broadcast. So we'll do that one tomorrow. Around this same time, Pirates and Reds, Friend and Luque, an AL Central matchup around noon tomorrow on the channel. So that'll do it. I appreciate you guys, as always, checking in. I like this crowd. There's a bit of crowds in the afternoon. I wasn't really expecting that, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to end up definitely starting to do some broadcasts, premieres to air later in the night. Do a nighttime broadcast too. But I like doing these live, and during the day gives me a good time to do those. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Beatles Eternally, Texags, Big Clue, Bernard Strom. Check out all those wonderful channels. Todd B was here as well. Who else we got? Anybody else who I forgot? Clee Baseball Fan Tim was here. Scott Maria, appreciate you joining me. I believe this is the first time I've seen you in the chat, unless my remember is broken, which is distinctly possible. But I appreciate you tuning in. Hope to see you again soon. Check out these other guys' channels too. If you like what I'm doing, you'll be fans of the other stuff going on in this community that we've got rolling on here. Chris Slovak, I know, was here earlier. MV was in here as well. Bunch of luminaries checking things out. Greatly, greatly appreciated. I think that rounds out the roll call. So thank you again, guys. If any of you guys are on later on, certainly drop comments and stuff in the Discord, on Facebook, etc., so people can find you. Hopefully I will see or talk to you guys later on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. The Orioles with the win over the Red Sox in this one, 6-1.